swear, after what I've seen this week, ever since that Bayern Arsenal game on Tuesday, I thank God every day that I am not an Arsenal. Because the level of coping they're doing is not right. I thought that Man United fans were the worst out of all Big Six fan bases. But then I had a thought about it. When it comes to all fan bases, they all got certain characteristics to them. Instead of being the most delusional and most annoying fan base in Man United, they're actually the most brain dead of them all. Also, they're the most hateful because they see every single other team performing, but they, instead of thinking on how their team could get better, they are here hate on others. Arsenal, they dig their own graves week in, week out with the amount of BS they spout. Chelsea fans are the most privileged. They expect their team to be competing week in and week out. Tottenham fans, they don't talk. I haven't heard a Tottenham fan since probably like 2017. And Man City fans, they don't exist. This guy right here had the audacity to say, Raya and Gabriel take their goal kicks like this every single time. Yet in every single example he used in the video, Raya gives him the ball with his hands. The thing is, on Tuesday, he passes it to him with his foot, meaning he took the goal kick, but Gabriel picked it up. Regardless, it's a penalty in my eyes. And then he had the audacity to write in the caption, I don't think the Saka penalty was a penalty. My guy, we already know you're delusional. Don't try to steer us another way with a caption like that. And I made a video after the game saying Arsenal are not that team in Europe. And I still stand by that. Because whenever Arsenal come in a European stage, Sporting last season in the Europa League, and Bayern this season in the knockout stages, and even Porto in the last knockout game, if Arsenal if they had the experience and were playing without any pressure, they should have had made Porto look like kids. And Bayern should have gotten thrashed as well. But they didn't do it. Why? Lack of experience. And this guy here saying Van Disney versus the Arsenal game, LOL, who conceded less Premier League goals. And he's commenting about how I said that Van Dijk's enemies are falling because Saliba and Gabriel had blunders in the Arsenal game. And that Ruben Diaz scored an own goal. Now, the Diaz own goal, I was trolling, trying to bait. But to think that Van Dijk's not been the best centre back this season is outrageous. So I replied saying, the same Van Dijk who has a different centre back partner every game. Which is true. He's had Kwanzaa, Matip, Konate. Like, they've switched about how many times? Saliba and Gabriel have been two staples in the Arsenal defense. And I don't even remember the last game where Saliba wasn't with Gabriel. And I said at the end, chat to me when he stops fumbling against a shit Bayern side. And he tells me, talk to me when Van Dijk doesn't concede 4 goals against a crap United side. Holy crap. It's just, some people, they just talk without thinking. Also, this guy has been in my comment section every single day glazing Arsenal and City as a Man United fan. I'm like, bro, listen, the amount of dick riding he's doing isn't right. It's not healthy, bro. Get off the tip for 1 second at least. He talks about Van Dijk from Liverpool. His team concedes a goal against Sheffield. Okay, so conceding against Sheffield is haram now, apparently. City conceded against Sheffield. I'm pretty sure Arsenal conceded against Burnley too, didn't they? At the Emirates, 3-1. So what? Shouldn't they get slated for that too? And also this comment here, where he was basically talking about how Arsenal, Gabriel picked the ball up, and he was mentioning Odegaard's incident at Anfield, right? This guy says, you have been bottling the league to City while being ahead and getting chased down for the last 6 years. Do your research. Because, for example, for me, the only time where we've been ahead and we've actually bottled it, like Arsenal last season, was in 18-19. And even then, we got 97 points. And City were different, and they got 98. And they beat us like that, even though we should have won some games. For example, we couldn't get a result against Brighton, right, that year. But I don't want to talk about it. That's the only year where we've been ahead and we've clearly bottled it. And all the other years, 1920, we've won it. 2021, we had an injury crisis where we had Henderson and Fabinho running center-back duos. The year after, 21-22, not once were we top of the league and ahead by a clear amount. City were always on top. They were always ahead of us, right? And last season, we were trash because no midfielder. And he's been saying for the past 6 years, we've been bottling it. And I saw Robbie from AFTV also mention saying, oh, if we bottled it last season, what have you guys been doing for the past 6 years? We've not bottled it. City's been ahead and they've caught up the league. That's the only